Just do as I say. Never can be too cautious with strangers out here. Then again, you're no stranger, Lady Ventress.
We got a problem here. Just saw him right in.
What's the situation?
He was your best friend. Things have changed.
You took everything from me.
Who are you?
I was Count Dooku's lead assassin. I don't want that life anymore.
Bane? No one needs to die.
Get them.
You're gonna pay for what you did.
This revenge, I hope it was worth it.
It will be.
Disney are releasing more fake Star Wars, hooray. And of course, the fence riders in the fandom are hyping this show up because they suck Filoni's dick every chance they get. And these are the same fake fans who say they don't like the sequel trilogy, but in reality, supporting anything that is part of the Disney Star Wars canon makes you someone who indirectly supports Rey Skywalker and the sequel trilogy. Even if you don't like those films, you can't support Disney Star Wars and be against those films because everything in Disney Star Wars leads to the sequels. You are either a fan of fake Star Wars, the Disney canon, or a fan of real Star Wars, which is the expanded universe and everything George Lucas created. And if you're someone who believes all the lies that these fence riders spread about the expanded universe, George's involvement in Filoni's Clone Wars slop, then you simply need to educate yourself. And there's plenty of channels, plenty of people in the fandom who will do that for you. And Disney Ventress is fake Ventress. The real Ventress is in the real Clone Wars series. And her inclusion in the Bad Batch and in this just proves how scummy Dave Filoni really is. He doesn't even care about Disney's own continuity. He will retcon it to tell the stories he wants to tell because that's all he cares about. And Cad Bane as a character, you just know they're gonna give him some sympathetic backstory like we want that from a villain. We don't need that. Sometimes people are just criminals and that's good enough. You don't need to give them some tragic backstory with a friend that we had no clue existed. And who cares about Cad Bane anymore? He showed up in that awful Boba Fett show and died like a bitch. Why would you want to see more stories of that character when that's the end of that character? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like saying you want to see more of Disney Luke when you know his story ends in The Last Jedi as a fucking loser and a failure. You know, don't listen to these fake fans slinging hopium. Disney Star Wars is going to be shit forever. And if you're going to watch this, don't pay for it. There are other ways to watch it. Have a little self-respect. Don't pay for this slop. And if you want more of Ventress but you've only seen what Disney have done with her, check out the expanded universe, the Star Wars Republic comics, where she's introduced as an antagonist for Obi-Wan and Anakin, and as an assassin for Dooku. There's also Star Wars Obsession, which is a follow-up to that. And of course, the Clone Wars TV series from 2003. Then there are the novels, Cestus Deception and Yoda Dark Rendezvous. And if you want bounty hunter related stories about characters that are actually interesting, there's the Boba Fett series done by Dark Horse Comics. Jango Fett Open Seasons, that is a classic. Every Star Wars fan should check that comic series out. There's even the Bounty Hunter game from 2002. You'd be better off reading these stories and playing that game than watching anything released by Disney. Even Star Wars Purge, which isn't my favorite thing in the expanded universe, but it's far better than any of the Vader comics set in the Disney canon. But enough of recommending stories for you to check out. All you need to understand after watching this, supporting anything in Disney Star Wars means supporting Rey Skywalker. It means supporting the sequel trilogy. All roads lead to Rey Palpatine. All roads lead to the sequels. That's never gonna change. They're never gonna retcon that, and even if they did, there's still a bunch of other awful projects that they've released that have completely ruined Star Wars and many of the characters. And if you want to support that, then you're just not a real fan. You're a fake fan who's a fan of fake Star Wars. That's all I really had to say. Fuck Disney Star Wars. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later.